All right, what's going on, y'all? Goofy Rexy and Dorky Dad back at it again. All right, I'm kidding. We're going to be doing a roster review video here this month. It's going to catch up with you, Dorky, man. How are things going with you?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm living life. I was telling you earlier, my kids are the grandparents for today and tomorrow, so I'm just like, I'm free. I already did all the cleaning. I just get to play games and make videos now, so I'm on cloud nine, man.
I envy you. I'm mad because my kids, I don't have. Hey, grandparents, where are you to take care of mine? For like a day.
To be fair, I got 2. You got 20. It's harder to take care of 20 kids.
It is true. It's there are plenty of children in this house. But man, let's kick it off, man. I mean, so first, I guess let's start off with the TCP, right? We'll take a look at. We always got to measure. I mean, look at the TC penis. Sorry. So we're at 28 mil. I think the last time we did this, I was like 27 and some change. I think it's probably where I was at. So
I was about to say, like, you're a shower, not a grower, because it hasn't changed much since last time, brother. What's going on?
Yeah, so, man, listen, man. I'm starting. I think we're about 1 million. We've grown about 1 million so far. Listen,
sorry.
Bless you. Nah, but this is where we're at right now. I guess this is the last team I use in Arena. So that there's that. Loving the Kang magic right now. I guess that's the first thing we should talk about, right? Like, where did I land for Kang? I'll show you where I'm at for shards for him. So I did end up getting a 4-star, which 4,000 cores later. I don't want to talk about how many blitz rotations. I was telling you before this. I'm like, once I got into 4 stars, I was done. Like that was it. I stopped. I checked out. I had like one more orb to open up after that, and I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't want to blitz anymore.
Well, I mean, at that point, you just got 4. You know how many blitz rotations you'd have to do to fill out the 5? You'd have to do, I don't know, 60 blitz rotations. Like,
yeah, it would be something insane in order to be able to do so. So I spent, I think it was like 4,000 cores. I got 51 shards from that. And then that means that I would have needed to get 49 plus 80. Right, so do the math on that. I mean, that's what I got from all the orbs. I got a couple 10 drops from doing the blitzes, which was good.
Nice.
Yeah. So what I did is that I opened them up in bulk instead of doing like the whole like 1 by 1 thing. And I remember seeing like purple drops a couple times, and I'm like, I think that's a 10, right? I think those are 10 drops. So we got a little bit lucky where that's concerned. But man, I don't ever want to do this again. But we got another one like Moonstone that's coming up, right?
Yeah, book off your calendar. Tell your wife and kids they gotta go. We gotta get it known.
I'll call their grandparents this time and see if they want to come up. But what else do you want to see, man?
I want to see your Masters of Evil. I want to see your supporting piece for Kang, because Kang's great, but he needs his crew in Crucible.
Yeah, so while I'll pull up Masters of Evil, this is where there's nothing crazy sexy about them right now.
Yeah, I agree.
We did end up getting, Absorbing Man to 4 stars. Ooh. Thank you to whoever gifted me, that offer. I appreciate it. Titania, though.
What happened there? Yeah, why don't? Because you got all her orbs. We did not get 154 shards. Oh, okay.
We did not get all her orbs. We had a weekend where I was away for the weekend, so I missed 3 days of logins from the web store.
Goofy.
So I was not able to claim those. So we lost that opportunity there. So I'm kind of upset about it, because if I at least had that, I would have been able to do 2 more nodes in the Kang Hunt?
One more node.
Yeah, one more node.
One full node. Would have been great. You got to get 50,000 blue ISO 4s. Huge deal. I got to say, though, you're a father of 20. You should know what it means to be responsible and know that you cannot miss days in Marvel Strike Force, okay?
Yeah.
You have a responsibility to log in every 2 hours. Make sure you're on for the web store, but not just one time for the web store. You got to log in an hour after in case they messed up the web store and the stuff doesn't go live yet.
True.
You have a responsibility.
Yeah, I failed. I mean, what can I say? I failed. Gosh, man. But seriously, this just highlights the aspect of this is what happens when you have a real life going on, right? And you end up missing some of this. This happened last month too, and this is probably going to happen again this month because my daughter's birthday is this month. So most likely I'm going to probably miss 2 days because of that too. So I don't know. The web store, I'm not a huge fan of it. That's been the reason so far why I didn't get the full orbs for last month, and then probably for this month again. So yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks. One thing I'll say though is that she still at least does land her ability block and stuff. I don't know what her
the focus.
The focus is still like there. I think because she gets a higher focus whenever she crits, right? For some of these abilities. Yeah. So at least that definitely does help, and because she is max crit with the Raider ISO, that definitely does help out a little bit. But I can't say the same for Absorber Man. Like right now, I'm running Skirmisher on him just because I'm not. Why his focus is pretty bad, like on the team.
Run nothing on him. He stands there, he dies, and hopefully he wins.
Yeah, I'm not even quite sure this Skirmisher has even been meaningful so far. Now, who I definitely love Raider on is Ultron. I mean, this man slaps.
Oh yeah,
this man
big time
slaps. So very happy with Ultron so far, and Kang has been great too. I mean, obviously Arena, like he's been phenomenal there as a character. I've yet to test him out though. I'm trying to remember what tags he has. He's Villain Cosmic, so I guess we can probably try him out in Dark Dimension. We might do another Dark Dimension run just for the sake of that. I told myself I'm not going to do Dark Dimension 5 run again, and then we had Nemesis, and then Captain America got reworked, and I'm like, I want to try him out there, and then now we have Kang, and I'm like, okay, I guess I will try him out there in Dark Dimension again.
He's gonna be good there. He'll be really good. The amount of speed he gets on that striker, as long as you got a lot of vulnerables for him to go into, right, I think he'll do really well. And he's got those new stats, right? The new stats are crazy.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the new stats are crazy. I mean, I did a matchup today in Cosmic Crucible, which will come out a little bit later on, where he did his ult, and I was like, he's not going to do that much damage because he doesn't have offense up, and he's still essentially wiped the floor with the characters that was still there. So very strong character. Getting that additional because I was not able to beat unlimited X-Men teams yet with this because I don't have them at level 90 and all that. So I'll have to get there first. But also part of it was because I didn't fill out the 4th red star on him yet. Now I've done that. So we'll probably start trying some of those matchups once we get these other guys up to par.
Who's your 5th that you've been using so far?
So I've used Kestrel, I've used Doom.
Okay.
Those are kind of the only 2 that I've kind of played with so far. I did some Alliance War testing with this team. They're not good there at all.
They're terrible. So bad.
So horrible, man.
Yeah, they're real bad.
But I probably should have recorded it and still posted it just for funsies, just to see how bad they do. But this is what we always do, right? Every single team we test them out. We try to see where they're good at, where else they could potentially be good at. But that's it for Masters of Evil, man. What else do you want to look at?
Ooh, I gotta see your Apocalypse progression. Let me see your Horseman teams. How many are missing that ISO level 4?
We are nowhere near.
Oh no.
I'll show you Darko. So for Darko, we're ready, right? We have them at ISO Blue 4.
Let's go Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, we did Scarlet Witch. Oh man, I think I cried like 3 times when before I actually clicked the button. I cried a couple of times. We have Dead Seed. I'll show you Dead Seed after, but let's show Gamma. So Gamma's all done too. We have everybody there. Oh snap!
Oh baby!
I didn't realize that we had this. Okay, so 7-star Abomination. So that's a thing that we just did just now. But
it's gonna help.
It's definitely gonna help out. This here, everybody's ready and they're good to go. Nice. I'll show you my Unlimited. I think everybody on Unlimited is good as well. Yeah, so everybody here is also ISO Blue 4. Nice. So we're good there. But our strike characters are not there. And then for Dead Seed, we only have 2 characters right now. So there's Dark Beast that I have done. And then it's also Archangel's done too. I just have him as a Raider. ISO Blue 4. I just run him as a striker for his team. So, but he is ISO Blue 4 already as a Raider. So he's done. So it's just these are the 3 characters that I need. And then also the strike character. So we're going to be going
no strike characters done yet? Not Weaver, not Kestrel?
Not Weaver, not Kestrel. None of those characters. We probably should have done Weaver before we did Dark Beast, to be honest with you. But I had this like linear mindset where it was just like, let's finish the full teams first before we do the individual characters. But because this actually just happened last week for Dark Beast, I probably should have done Spider Weaver first.
Right on, right on. Well, you know, at the end of the day, I don't think it matters too much for ice level 4. It's ice level 5, where it's like that gives huge boosts to characters. So, except for Raider, level 4 Raider gets half of what level 5 was supposed to be.
Yep.
Because Scopely makes silly mistakes, and instead of fixing them, they just say, change the text.
Yeah, exactly. It's just reword it. Or since it was already working the way it was supposed to, we're just going to change. Yeah, exactly. It's like trash. So that's kind of where we are right now. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's why like the Kang Hunt thing kind of hurt a little bit because we weren't able to do that there.
Yeah, the first node,
Yeah, that's the first node. That's all we got. So yeah, I mean, no, I lied. So Weaver is at 4. How did I miss this one? So I think it's only 5 characters now then. Yes.
Good. So how long do you think that's going to take you with the amount of ions you get?
I mean, I would have to put, there's like a Excel spreadsheet that I use for it. So I would have to like punch it in to see like what the time frame is. So I don't necessarily know the specifics on it, but I mean, I would say, what was that? Like maybe couple months, probably. I think. I don't know. I could be wrong on the math. You guys let me know in the comments, like if I'm probably doing the math on that wrong. But I mean, it's Deathpool, it's those 3 Dead Sea characters, and then also Kestrel, because I don't have Kestrel there, either. And she's a Raider, and I'm like wondering, she works great as a Raider, but I'm like, do we for ISO Blue 4, do we want to switch that up a little bit? So now you start second guessing yourself a little bit, right?
For whatever it's worth, I had her as level 4 striker, and yesterday I bit the bullet and I spent extra ions to switch her to Raider. The buffs that Raider gets in raids, all those extra vulnerables for sharing card to hit into were amazing. And then I made Captain Sam a striker as well, and I've been having a lot more success with it.
Oh, so Captain Sam is a striker. Oh, well, skill is kind of one of those interesting nodes. So we're only doing 3.3. You guys are doing 3.5, right? Yeah. So it's a little bit different for me, where like I'm finding Skirmisher still works. Part of the reason why you see me have Hawkeye here, because I planned on building him up just so I could use him in that second node. But once again, Masters of Evil was a requirement to build, so therefore I kind of just went in that direction instead. And you can still see, like, I haven't even fully built out this Rebirth team yet. There's so many things to work on, man, and it's just like so many. You get to like divert when an event requires you to do X. You know what I mean? So once I'm done with getting Masters, and that's the thing too, like I got to get Masters of Evil at level 90, because that's what's going to be required for me to actually win matchups in Cosmic Crucible. And then it's going to be doing the same thing for Rebirth, and then we could probably work on Hawkeye, but hopefully then we won't need him at that point.
Or now hear me out. Hopefully Hawkeye's going to get a rework and be a new skill team around him.
I wouldn't hate it. It was like
I wouldn't hate it.
With a West Coast Avengers team, is that a potential?
Yes, sir. Make it happen.
Come on, guys. Come on. You had an opportunity to bring in Hank Pym. They didn't bring it. That would be another way to bring in Hank Pym if they wanted to do it that way. You missed the opportunity here, guys.
I don't think Hank Pym would be a skill character though.
That's true. Yes.
Let me see your Crucible. I want to see how you're climbing. I want to see what kind of competition you're up against.
Yeah, so Cosmic Crucible has been a little bit of a conundrum. So I started a second channel, right? So there were a couple of times where I missed matchups, like straight up missed matchups, because I'm editing videos and I just lost track of time. So we actually dropped a little bit more than we would like to. We're only at 1778 right now. So we're trying to climb back up to Masters 1 if we possibly can, but I don't think I don't know if that's gonna be possible before the season's over. We drop down to Diamond 3 from the start of the new season. So now I'm trying to climb my way back up to get to Masters 1 again, because obviously like the most important thing is I need the ions, right? I need to be able to get.
What's the difference? What's the difference with where you're at now?
Where I'm at now, if I get number 1, it's
120.
Yeah, I mean, over a weekly basis, this adds up,
Yeah.
So,
yeah, for sure. Because it's 70K different. Is that what it was?
It's about 20, 25, 27.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it might be. It's not negligible. It's still enough to where it matters. What does that come out to? Like 100K a month or something like that. So over 100K a month. So I mean, it is relevant. It is important for me to be able to climb back up. But I'm starting to realize, like, even like Diamond 2 is different from what I can remember Diamond 2 to be. Because even like in today's matchup, like I was telling you, I'm like, I screwed up this matchup right here, this Bionic Avengers matchup, because I thought, listen, we've done this before. Star-Lord feeds dagger, cloak and dagger go off, and then the matchup should be over at that point with the pings from Black Bolt. I underestimated the power level of this, and it just didn't work out. Or actually, I don't think I crit, and that was the difference in the matchup.
Well, it's like you're saying, the difference in priority of what you're leveling, right? Like he's leveling his tech team, which he's going to level all the way up to 90. Right. And you probably stop short because you're no longer using new warriors and raids. Black Bolt is just oof, Black Bolt.
Oof, Black Bolt. I just thought he was just there just to like help out with some, like just in case when they get below in the red, they'll ping him off. But he just did not ping him off at all. Like they still stuck around. They had too much health.
Yeah.
And then by the time with Vision did her thing, it was over. You know, there was nothing else. Usually against this matchup, once Dagger does her ult, once Cloak does his ult, Dagger does her ult, the matchup is usually over. It's usually a deficiency kill from there. But this just did not work out, so we had to go with a separate team. But you know, for the most part, I mean, what I'm facing is regular stuff, right? Wakandans and 6 for the most part. That's what I'm seeing there. Some version of Spider Weaver, or people are just taking Spider Weaver off of defense now, just to use their own offense, just to use that against other Spider Weaver teams, right? I'm seeing people taking Unlimited off now. They're not even using them on defense anymore because they're just not holding up on defense, anymore. So people are just like, hey, I might as well just go full on offense and go efficiency, which is a reason why this person could potentially win, because they went more offensive because they have Gamma on offense, they have Darkhold on offense, they have all these different teams. So I might have to start following suit and just going with an efficiency way of doing these matchups and just using, my stronger teams like Spider Weaver on offense as well.
Yeah, it's a huge offensive meta right now. It makes me kind of worry. What do you think about a Crucible defense team? Because I feel it, the negative energy in my bones that it's coming.
I just had to I got like a headache when you said that.
Like, what if they gave Heroes for Hire Crucible tags?
Oh my god! Can you? That would be horrible, bro. That would be absolutely horrible. But no, on the real, you know how I feel about these game mode specific teams in general, anyways, right? Like I'm not a fan of it because I feel like it eliminates theory crafting to a certain extent. I'm starting to hate full 5-person teams now because I feel like at least when you give us 3-person teams, we could try to mix and match a little bit and make it fun. But now it's here's a full Masters of Evil team. Here's a full Unlimited team. You have to use your Wakandans on defense style, like things like that. I wouldn't, because they essentially turn Wakandans already into a Cosmic Crucible defense team, basically with this season. That's probably how I would prefer them to do it that way. And specifically saying, here's a Cosmic Crucible defense team. I would hate for them to do that. But I definitely think that they're probably going to go that route because they also realize, too, that they can monetize it because it's tied towards ISO Blue Force.
Oh, shit. I just thought of the most evil thing ever. What if Quicksilver's a Crucible defensive plug-and-play character?
Horrendous.
Oh no!
We're gonna cry and rant about it for 2 weeks. Then we'll adjust, but then we'll hate it.
Oh no! I just thought of it. No.
Why would you put that out there?
I don't know.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I should be a dev. I keep giving them evil ideas that they could definitely use.
So you all hear it first. If this happens, it's
Goofy's fault.
No, it's Dorky's fault. Okay. Damn it. Maybe I should just cut that part out of the video just so they didn't hear it. Maybe I'll
at least bleep
it. I'll bleep that part out. No, but that would absolutely be terrible. I mean, I don't know. Cosmic Crucible is my favorite game mode. I'll continue to play it. I'm going to continue to love it and enjoy it. But at the same time, there are a lot of frustrations that I do have, with the game mode, just because it's kind of it's become like everything else. It's become like Alliance Wars, become like raids where you have to have these specific teams. That's kind of what's made it sad for me. I preferred it when it was I preferred if it was the other way, where you built out these other teams for these other game modes, and then in Cosmic Crucible you had a way to kind of like mix and match different teams. I thought that was a little bit more fun, like the first season, I think.
Yeah, I think the first season was arguably the best season. I thought this season was the best season. And then now I don't, because it's just offensive efficiency wise. The first season where it had there was 2 first seasons. There was the preseason, which was pretty good. Mm-hmm. And the season after that had that skill room in room 6.
Yeah,
that one felt pretty good.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. When they introduced after they introduced Unlimited, that season, like, which is officially the first season, right? Like, that season was not as fun. It didn't feel as great. It was basically like you have Unlimited or you don't have Unlimited, and if you don't have Unlimited, then this sucks. But you have,
especially with the Gambit raid.
You have to build Unlimited.
Yeah, that Gambit raid really like established where people would be, what kind of Gambit they got from it.
Yeah, it definitely did. And Gambit, you know, as we know, like, I mean, I have a 7 Red Star Gambit. I mean, that's some of the reasons why I'm winning these matchups on defense, honestly.
Yeah. He's good. He's a fun character. He's one of the few that I'd be like, you're gonna have 7 Red Star character and you want it to be Gambit? All right, I kind of get it. Yeah, I mean, he's the only character. I mean, I probably would have done it anyways if I didn't pull it, because I mean, you guys know how I feel about Gambit, like he's bae. But you know, at the same time, I definitely think that he's a very good 7 Red Star character. If you care about Cosmic Crucible, I think other characters though that probably hold a little bit more value. Spider Weaver, right? That's definitely probably who I would go with for a 7 Red Star if you're thinking about it. Most definitely.
All right,
man. This is fun.
So I think that's it. My sadness, I'm not getting Apocalypse on the first try here, which doesn't feel that great. But I know a lot of you guys are also in the same boat as me, where that's concerned. Go check out Dorky Dad's channel, because that's, like I said, we did a roster review video over there as well. Let us know what your guys' thoughts are. Where are you with the progression of your roster, right, at this point in particular time? Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Like and subscribe to Dorky Dad's channel if you haven't done so already. And until next time, guys, I'll be blessed. I'll be safe.